Yo, this video is for entertainment purpose. Don't forget to like this video, follow this video, repost, share this video to everyone. Let's get educated. We are Africans. We are Africans. Let us start as one again. Let us unite as an African.
This is the story no one wants to tell, the Slave Coast, where some African kingdoms traded their enemies to survive, only to be betrayed by the very powers they enriched. This is the tragedy of Dahomey and Oyo. In the 1600s to 1800s, West Africa's coastline, modern-day Benin and Togo, became known as the Slave Coast. European ships docked here, loaded with weapons and gold, offering riches for human lives. And some African rulers accepted. Why? Because survival, expansion, and power were at stake. The kingdom of Dahomey, fierce and organized, captured war prisoners from rival tribes. The Oyo Empire, with its powerful cavalry and wealth, did the same. These weren't simple betrayals, they were power moves. To these kings, selling captives was a strategy. Trade your enemies before you become one. They used the profits to build palaces, train armies, and expand territory. The Dahomey Amazons, an elite female military unit, were partly funded by this trade. Oyo's influence stretched far because of it. The kingdoms thought they were in control, but behind the gold and trade agreements, the Europeans had a plan. They weren't here to partner, they were here to conquer. First, they destabilized regions with guns and conflict. Then, when the kingdoms were weak from internal wars, they turned their weapons on their former allies. By the late 1800s, the French came for Dahomey. King Bihanzin resisted bravely, but his armies were no match for European artillery. He was captured, exiled to Martinique, then Algeria. His kingdom, once mighty, was absorbed into French West Africa. Meanwhile, the Oyo Empire suffered internal collapse. Corruption, rebellion, and European pressure crumbled what was once a powerful force. The British filled the vacuum, turning Yoruba land into part of their colony. The very people who sold others became victims of the same empire. The betrayal was complete. This is not about shame, it's about truth. These were desperate times. Kingdoms faced constant war, drought, famine, and political pressure. Some resisted the slave trade. Others, like Dahomey and Oyo, believed they could control it. But the Europeans played a longer game. They used diplomacy as a weapon. Treaties that looked like alliances were traps. Trade became invasion. Friendship became chains. And when these kingdoms were no longer useful, they were erased. Their leaders exiled. Their cultures colonized. Their wealth stolen. Their names almost forgotten. Today, the coastlines of Benin and Togo are quiet. Tourists walk the beaches where slaves once marched. Statues and memorials tell fragments of the past. But the real story lies in what was lost. Millions taken, kingdoms broken, deals made in desperation that opened the door for conquest. This is the legacy of the Slave Coast.